Hi REYNAS, how's it going? It's me, Vijay Reyna, back at it again with another video. If you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you want to join the Reyna family, which is what I call my subscribers, and become a Reyna yourself, hit the subscribe button down below. If not, no worries, welcome. If you're returning and you're part of the Reyna family, hey, thanks for coming back. So guys, really quickly before we get into the video, because I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for Miss Universe India season to start and for the videos to come out. My microphone is not working. It decided to break on me. Someone put Nuzz on me. I don't know who it was, but
once I find out, I'm coming for you.
So the next few videos are going to be poor quality for the audio, and I do apologize. All right, so Miss Universe India season is starting. Yes. I'm so excited. For those of you guys who do not know, if you couldn't tell my first name is Vijay. Vijay means victory in Sanskrit, I believe. And so I'm half Indian. That's what I'm trying to say. That being said, contrary to the popular belief, my channel is not just for India. Yes, I do highlight Indian queens and Indian contestants, but I do my best to be unbiased because this is not a Miss Universe India channel. This is a pageant channel overall. But we don't have any like Indian vloggers, or not many, I should say. There are some. And so I just felt like there was a need to highlight Indian contestants a little bit more. They're being overlooked. So here we are. Let's get into it. For this video, I'm not doing a top 20 or top 10 because it's really quite early. We just recently got all the finalists, and so I want to give them all a fair chance to actually arrive at the competition, arrive in India, because some of them are NRI. NRI stands for like non-residential Indian, I'm pretty sure, meaning that they don't reside within India. I will do a official top 10, top 20 video once the ladies are all in India, once they've arrived, and once we can get a little bit better sense of who they are. I will go into my standouts. So how did I pick my standouts? They're not in order, but I will tell you guys my number one standout, the girl who I feel like right now I like the most. The rest will not be in order though. They'll just be standouts. I'm being strict. So I will tell you guys my standouts. If you guys want to know who my standouts are, just fast forward this part of the video and go to the part where I talk about my standouts. I'll put a timestamp somewhere, or I'll put it in the comments down below when I start giving you guys my standouts. But I want to make a little disclaimer, because you guys know I love to talk. For my standouts, I'm not playing games anymore, okay? Miss Universe is a whole different field, okay? It's not an IMG era anymore. We're no longer in the Noble Queen era. We are in the Miss Universe turned MGI era. I know, मुझे पता आप लोगों को MGI को पसंद नहीं आते हैं, लेकिन look, I didn't make the rules, I didn't make the changes. Miss Universe is now a social media campaign, okay? The queen needs to be on social media. She needs to be fiery. She needs to be va va voom. She needs to have that Shanice Palacio type of energy. That's what it has to give, okay? The last queen, JKN era, Shanice Palacio, was very fiery, and then now this current reigning queen, Miss Victoria from Denmark, she was very fiery as well. In fact, she was Miss Grand Denmark. So I'm looking for queens who are bringing that fire, and for queens who have a social media presence. In this era of Miss Universe, I should not be having to hunt down videos of you doing your runway walk. It should be accessible on your page. You should be marketing yourself. You don't need a marketing team to market yourself. I know it's exhausting, but when an athlete is training for a competition, they train every day. When they're tired, when they're not tired, etc., etc., etc. You have to have the media presence. In this era of Miss Universe, it is so crucial and so important. If you look at some other pageant countries, their contestants, even just from their states or their provinces, are really on top of their social media. I will say, a lot of the girls that I was looking at, a lot of them did not have social media presence. It was very difficult, and I had to dig to find out more information about themselves. Ladies, when you're competing, word of advice, for this current era, you can't get away with not having a media presence. You will be overlooked and ran over when you enter Miss Universe. You are best to start training and developing those media skills now. Hernas Sandhu, even during IMG, posted almost every single day when she arrived to Miss Universe. I wish she would have done it prior to arriving, but I think it was okay because when she arrived, she started posting a lot, boom, she won. Not because of that, but it only helped the hype, right? And having that global audience hype, I think it's important in this current era of Miss Universe. Shanice Palacio was a fan favorite. Victoria, they loved her in Mexico. I don't know about globally, but in Mexico, they ate her up. Probably because she's blonde hair and blue eyes. Anyways, But what I'm trying to say is like, it is important. Your boom factor is important. You need to have your walk together. Please don't arrive to Miss India and have like no training, no idea what you're doing, and stumbling all over the stage. I'm not trying to be harsh. I'm not trying to be rude. I know I'm usually very positive and very kind, and I am being kind by telling you this now. So get it together if you don't have it together. Some of you don't have it together. That's okay. Your beautiful faces, which all of you have, will not carry you into the finale and give you the crown. Okay? It takes a lot more these days. Victoria was not the most facially stunning queen at Miss Universe last year, but well, I actually don't know why she won. But the point is, my point is, get it together. Competition started now, okay? All right, so in no particular order, here are my standouts, and I'll give you guys general critiques, but again, this is just like standouts, girls who captured my eyes. I was being very nitpicky, so there's not a whole ton. Truly, there's just not. I'm gonna not lie to you guys. About 70% of the contestants that I saw so far, I was like, we cannot send this person to Miss Universe at this current standing. In fact, I'd argue about 90% of the contestants are not Miss Universe ready right now. There's about maybe 3 or 4, maybe, that I was like, we can send them today. That's a little concerning. Miss Universe India is gonna come around the corner. It's going to come very quickly. So my word of advice to you again is get passerella trained. Really focus on the runway. I think Indian women in general have the natural gift of intelligence. So if you are naturally gifted with intelligence and you have a good Q&A, focus on the walk. Styling is a really big thing as well that I noticed that Indian contestants and Team Miss Universe India has a little bit of trouble with. So focus on developing your styling. Yeah. Okay. So my first standout is going to be none other than, and I'm sorry for some of the mispronunciation, because some of these names are not from the region of India that I am in, my family's from. I'm from the north, so I'm not familiar with some of these names. So Miss Universe Sikkim is one of my standouts. Jacqueline Pradhan, I think is how you pronounce it. She is just stunning to me. I really like her. I do want some more content. I really wish. I'm looking down at my laptop, by the way, so if you see me looking here, I'm just looking at the girl. I wish there was a little bit more content. I wish I could see a little bit more of her speaking. I will say there was a video I saw, I think it was on her reels, of her speaking, and I do think she's one of the queens who would need to work on being more natural. Sometimes I notice with queens, specifically from India, while they are very intelligent and well-spoken, they can come off a little bit more like broadcasty, like they're on a news channel. And I think Miss Universe Sikkim might have that like news channel hostess syndrome. So I will just work on having more of a natural voice, not being overly produced when you're speaking, because clearly she can talk, she sounds smart. I just need her to talk a little bit more naturally. I know you're going for Miss Universe, so there may be this pull to speak a little bit more like overly produced than you would at home, but really the relatability comes from a queen who we feel like we're just in a living room with. Speaking is not necessarily anymore the highlight of Miss Universe, so I'm not gonna hound down on it too much, but I still think it's important. And you know, if you're gonna represent India, we are known to have beauty queens who can speak well, so I want to carry on that legacy no matter what shifts and changes happen at Miss Universe India. That being said, I think her presentation is really lovely. I love this video of her in a red dress specifically. I mean, she looks absolutely stunning here. Her legs look very nice and long and lean. I love the styling. I like her official headshot too for Miss Universe India. I think that it's a really, really good picture. So this styling, this makeup, whether you want to put your hair up or down, I think either way you look beautiful. I really love her face. 21, pretty young, but I think that she is a viable queen and a viable contestant. And I don't know if we've ever had anyone from Sikkim specifically represent India, so I think it would be lovely. And yeah, so good luck, and I cannot wait to see what you do. So another standout that I have is Miss Universe India Rajasthan, Manika Vishwakarma. So I like Manisha as well, Manika. I think Manika's really, first of all, pretty, very pretty, but I also think that her walk is really improved. I do know that she was a former contestant, I believe, last year, but I really feel like the improvement that I've seen really speaks volumes. When a girl shows development and improvement in their walk and their training, it means that they're capable of growth. And that's important. We want a Miss Universe India who doesn't just get the crown and win Miss Universe India and stops growing right there, right? We want a queen who is teachable, who is able to pick up on training fast and efficiently, and who can show that they can grow. And what better way and better testimony of growth than her social media, which she has shown. I didn't have to hunt for videos of her doing her runway walk. It was pretty accessible. For that, kudos to her. I like her photo shoots. She has stunning photos in Indian attire, and I love that. I definitely think that we are lacking in India showing off our cultural attire. I don't know why we haven't brought it to the main stage more often or integrated it into evening gowns. We have arguably some of, if not the most beautiful cultural attire in the world. So I really appreciate Manika, you know, having so many photos in lehengas and saris and, you know, other attire as well. So yeah, I think she looks stunning. I think she'd be a great contestant, and I think that she's on the right track. I think she's definitely on the right track, and keep going. Okay. Next, again, this is no particular order. This is just a random order. So I have Miss Universe India West Bengal, Shaswati Bala. So I really like Shaswati. I think that she is also another very beautiful girl. All these girls are beautiful. You're gonna hear me say that 10 times. But I like her energy. I like her aura. I think her media personality on her social media is really relatable, really relaxed. She has some funny videos that I really enjoyed. And I think she has a pretty decent walk. I do think she still needs to work on the beauty queen walk. I know she has some experience modeling and doing some like runways, model runways, but I do think that there is a stark difference between a like runway that you do for a designer versus a runway that you do on a actual beauty campaign, beauty pageant stage rather. So I do want to see her get a little bit more training and develop her runway walk a little bit more, but beyond that, I think that she is a great contestant. She'd be a great representative for India should she move forward and win the crown. But we definitely need that flair, that blah blah boom factor, in my humble opinion, to really bring it up that level. And a lot of the critiques, obviously, if she's on this list, she's standing out to me, right? These critiques are just nitpicky. They're meant to be constructive and not destructive. And some of the girls do come across my videos and my critiques. So if you are one of those girls and you're watching this and you're like, "Ye kaun hai?" Like, who is this? Just know it's not personal, and you can take whatever you like and throw away the rest, or you can throw away all of it if you feel like what I'm saying is bullcrap. But personally, I do think that we need to add a little bit more like va-va-voom. I think she has the personality already, and I like that because it's usually the opposite. Like a girl will have a pretty fire walk, but then they haven't added their own personality to it. I feel like she already has that personality component there. I think it's now just training for the walk, which really is just practice and training. There's nothing else really to it. I mean, the practice itself, there's a lot to that, but in general, I just think it's a matter of repetition, practice, and getting it down. So yeah. So next on my standouts is Miss Universe India Goa, Vashnavi Takur. So Vashnavi for me is also very, I mean, this girl's stunning. I'm not gonna lie. When I saw her pictures and her photos and her face, I was like, send her right now. The reason why she's not my number one standout is because I saw some videos of her walk and it's just not there. It's just not developed yet. For me, I think that there needs to be some more improvements, quite a bit of improvement before she is runway ready. And again, with the competitiveness level of Miss Universe, it's gonna be in Thailand. It's gonna be very competitive. We know last time Miss Universe was held in Thailand, India did not place, unfortunately, although we had a really strong contestant that year. So I don't want to see that happen again. I need us to place, and so as of right now, and there's a lot of time to improve and work on it, but as of right now, as beautiful as she is, I feel like the runway component, which is really important because you can't talk the talk unless you can walk the walk in a beauty pageant, right? Suddenly do the girls get a chance, other than interview, to get to the Q&A like portion of the competition if they're not walking well. So for me right now, there needs to be a little bit more development in her walk. However, she is stunning, she is gorgeous. So again, it's a matter of training. If you have the funds, if you have the sponsors to do so, then definitely go get a runway coach is what I'm trying to say. Get a runway coach and integrate them into your training, because I think that would be beneficial. You have the face, like, girl, you have the face. You're very gorgeous. All you need is the training for the walk, and mwah, we have a pretty strong contestant right there for Miss Universe India. If she can get the walk together, for me personally, she could easily just shoot up to number one. Because at the end of the day, as much as beauty is a limiting factor, right? In the sense that it can only carry you so far. We've had so many beautiful contestants, and yet they have not snatched the crown because they don't have the other components. So, girl, you're lucky, because guess what? Not everyone in this world carries the type of beauty that you have. So, mashallah, you're blessed with beauty. Now bless yourself with the runway training. That's something that you can work on. You can get there. It's not impossible. Next for me is none other than Miss Universe India, Assam, Nha Buua. Buua, is that how you pronounce your last name? I apologize, Neha, if I'm mispronouncing your last name. So for me, this queen also is a really beautiful queen. I will say for her, well, okay, let me say this much. I think that there is a little bit of different things that needs to be a little bit more improved on. The biggest and most notable one for me is styling. I think that based on her social media, she's still maybe growing into her style, and I would like to see her continue to grow into it. She's not to say her styling is bad. I just don't know if it suits her per se. So I think if she can continue to grow into her styling, that would be a really good thing for her. And that's just me being nitpicky. Again, she's on my standouts list, so I think she's a standout. I just am saying little things that maybe they can develop on. What really stuck out to me though was her training. There is a video of her doing runway and her training, and I am noticing it's going well. It seems like it's going well, and it seems like she is picking up on the training. Is she perfect? Not yet. I think there's still room for growth, but I can see the potential. Like, she's by no means not good. She's good. And I can see her becoming great on the runway if she continues with her training and putting in the effort. So yeah, she has a really great runway coach, and I know that with him, she will really develop her runway and go far in the competition. Next, I have none other than Miss Universe India Mizoram, Evelyn, and I'm gonna butcher your name, and I'm so sorry. Evelyn, Zakin, mujhe maaf karna. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna butcher your last name. I wanna attempt it. Zakin, I think the NG must be like a glottal in their language, right? In Mizoram. Zakin Bui. Okay, so I did not say her name correctly. I know that for a fact. Miss Universe Mizoram, Evelyn, you are absolutely stunning, and I saw the video of you training on your runway walk. Keep going, please. I can just tell you still have training to go, in my opinion. There's still, and the good thing is you're already in it. So all you have to do is keep doing it, keep training, keep practicing. You're already starting, just keep going and you'll get there. And I have a really big feeling that should you keep continuing on with your training and you keep developing it further and further and further, it's gonna be a problem for some of the other girls once they have to face you on stage. You're gonna be a strong competitor. I have high hopes for Mizoram. Yeah, I actually like this girl a lot, and I have really high hopes for her rather. So I hope to see her go far in the competition. She does need to develop her walk still, so she needs to continue her training. She's not there yet, in my opinion. But should she keep doing that and keep growing and progressing, I can see her go far in the competition. Other than that, yeah, I think styling is also some of the outfits I like. Some of the photo shoots I like, and then some of the styling is a little bit, for me, off. So I think if she can just work on developing her style and growing into her own style as well, I think it would really benefit her. So keep working on the styling, keep working on the runway walk. But for me, I don't know, something about her aura, her energy, that's I think what really stood out for me. And that's, you can't really learn that. Either you have it or you don't. So now my next standout is going to be none other than a NRI from, I think, Netherlands. Her name is Marushka Sahibbo. I'm not sure, I apologize how to say your last name. I think that Marushka is gorgeous. I believe she was first runner up for Miss Universe Netherlands, and now she is coming to India, because some people know that, you know, there's nothing wrong with going to India and competing. If you didn't win in your country of origin, you can just come to India. We will appreciate you. So anyways, Marushka to me is stunning. I think that she has the social media presence down. To me, she has one of the strongest embodiments of a modern day Miss Universe, and so that's why I really have her at my standouts. And I really feel like she will provide India what it's been lacking, which is media presence for the queens. Yes, and we will get into that again later, but I'm sorry, like, we need to step it up when it comes to media presentation and have like more modernized photo shoots, like these in studio like Miss Diva videos. It's giving like 2015. Marushka to me is giving 2025. She's giving 2025 energy. She's giving modern energy. And in this era of Miss Universe, we have to have that. We have to. It's non-negotiable. It's not. I'm telling you. If we want to enter the top, well, I don't know anymore because Noah is crazy and now he has all this power in Miss Universe. So that dirty move, like, I don't know what's going to happen with us. But the point is, if we take him out of the picture, we need this type of energy and this presentation from a Miss Universe India. And so for me, Marushka, you're doing great. I think the walk can be developed a little bit more, but everything else I feel like is fine. Her speaking is fine for this current era of Miss Universe. And I really feel like she has the styling, she has the looks, she has a beautiful jawline. I love how like strong and just chiseled her jawline is in a good way. I think it's beautiful. I think it adds to her beauty. Her hair is gorgeous. Like, oh my gosh, she has beautiful hair. And I really love her eyes, and I love her eye makeup. I know I'm talking about very particular things, but I really feel like she has a really great blend of features. And I feel like she's really just a modern day, she's the embodiment of a 2025 Miss Universe for me. So she's not my number one standout. I have someone else in mind, but she's definitely one of those like 3 or 4 girls who I said I would be comfortable with crowning today and developing them further in training and sending them off to Miss Universe. I think she'd be a great representative of India. And I think it's so cool that an NRI from Netherlands, right, is coming to India to compete. Like, that's the type of pride that I wish the Indian diaspora would have globally. And now for my standout, for the one who I am in love with the most, the one who I really, really feel like just like, let's send her tonight to Miss Universe, like right now, and I would feel comfortable with it. The one that I want to see more from, actually. And yes, she still has some things to work on. It's not like she's obsolete of anything. I would be comfortable sending her today. I would be comfortable crowning her Miss Universe today.
Did you hear that, Nikki? Nikki? Did you hear that?
I'm comfortable crowning her today, so crown her. Okay, Masakarome. I was really upset when Miss Ankita didn't want to join. Thanks a lot, Ankita. But with that being said, she, for me, is filling the void of Ankita Singh not being at this edition of Miss Universe India. So that's none other than Miss, I might say her first name incorrectly because I haven't really seen this first name very often, but Gazal Gil. So is she Punjabi? Because Gil is a lot Punjabi last. Anyways, I'm Punjabi, that's what I'm asking. So Miss Gil, she's an NRI. I think she's from California. I'm not sure. It said that she was in like New York and Dubai doing photo shoots and all that. Wow, wow, wow. This might be the best. Okay, after Marushka, or close to Marushka, but even maybe more so, this might be the best and the closest thing that we have to a modern day JKN era. Is it still JKN era? Didn't she get like exiled from Miss Universe? Anyways, she is the closest thing to what India needs for a 2025 modern day Miss Universe. She's giving. Like, oh, I love this girl's social media presence. I love everything about what she's doing. She seems very driven. She seems very self-motivated. And let's be honest, the organizations within India, while I appreciate their efforts, and Nikki Anand, okay, I'm calling him Nikki. Nikki, you're doing a great job. However, I still think there's work to be done. And I do feel like if you're a Miss Universe India, you have to come in with the mindset of, I'm going to have to do some of this stuff and with my own conviction. I think even if you have a very strong organization like Miss Universe Thailand or MUPH or Miss Universe South Africa that is going to put on all the productions for you and the gowns for you and the makeup art, even then you need to have a drive. But the thing about India is it really isn't a pageant country necessarily. I think we just have a lot of very diehard pageant fans, but a lot of the fans are the ones who make these pageant edits for the queens from India and really are the ones that carry out, India's name. We need a self-driven queen who is going to get the job done, who's going to show up even if the org doesn't. And this is not a diss to the org. I think they're doing a great job. I'm just saying that we need queens who don't need to rely on the org only, who are going to get the job done regardless, right? It's sad to say we should be, I wish that India was there to where we could rely on the org, but I don't think that's 100% true necessarily. And so for me, Miss Gil over here, she's the one. Like she's doing her thing. Okay, she's doing her thing. She clearly is very well at presenting herself. Styling is great, presentation is great, makeup great, and the walk is pretty good. I still think that she can continue to develop it, and that'll be my constructive criticism is I want to see her continue to work on the walk. But she gives me because I do think she gives me a little bit of 90s supermodel type of walk mixed with early 2000s Miss Universe. So I think the walk, she's on the way there. It's still good. But as soon as she gets a coach to train her, she's already a good walker. She's not bad. But I think we can take her from good to great. She's gonna be competitive. She's gonna be competitive. I'm excited for her to enter Miss Universe India, to come to India, to compete, to be on the stage. I hope she becomes a finalist. Well, she's a finalist. I hope she makes it far in the competition. I hope she wins the competition. At present moment, to me, she's the one. I really like her. I really want to see her go far. I just think that she has the qualities of a Miss Universe India. I think she'd represent us really well. I'm not too sure about her speaking abilities yet. I've seen a few clips of her, but I would like to see a little bit more. This girl, I'm just looking through her Instagram, guys. I'm sorry, because she's just so freaking pretty. She's so stunning. She's so model-esque. She's filling the void of Ankita Singh not being here. So, yeah, when I saw her Instagram, when I went through her social media, when I looked up a little bit more about her, I just was so captivated. It's so drawn to her. And I really feel like she can bring competition to the competition. We need that. Again, this is going to be in Thailand, you guys. It's not going to be easy. We need a girl who can bring that flair, that heat. And with this current era of Miss Universe, it's all about the va-va-voom, all about the flair, all about the heat. And I really feel like Miss Gazal Gil can do that. And I think she can do it well. I have confidence in her. So she would be my personal bet for the crown. She's my favorite standout so far. But who knows? In the matter of a few weeks, things can change. I will eventually come around to do a top 10, whatever, top 20. And that can change if someone comes to the competition and just all of a sudden kills it. Things can change. So just because she's my favorite standout now, doesn't mean things won't change. It could change. But as of right now, yeah, I see a Miss Universe India in her, and I would be so proud to scream India while having her be the representative on stage. I think Indian pageantry is still a little bit stuck in the IMG era, but we're not there anymore. So we have to start considering what is a 2025 queen. Rachel Gupta is a great example of a 2025, at the time 2024, of a modern day beauty queen, right? And it's not about age. I don't think age is necessarily the factor. It's just about presentation and how you put it out there. So for me, someone like Rachel Gupta, Ria Gupta, her sister, those are the definitions of a modern day beauty queen. And I feel like Gazal, along with Marushka, right, is her name, the one from Netherlands, those two ladies for me got it down, and they really are embodying what a modern day beauty queen is for me. So those are my top two. Those are definitely my top two. Miss Universe India Goa, face card for days, but the runway is for me just not developed enough yet. and it's not a bad thing. She has time. Now, if she can nail the runway, everyone should be scared, shaking in their boots. But as of right now, Gazal and Marushka for me are just, I'm loving them. So yeah, these are my standouts. I love you guys so much. Again, if you want to join the Reyna family, which are what I call my subscribers, अगर Reyna family परिवार को join करना चाहते हैं, फिर subscribe कर लो down below please, and शुक्रिया. अगर कर सकते हैं फिर ये वीडियो को like देना. मैं कोशिश करेंगे हिंदी में बात करने में इस वीडियो के लिए, दूसरे वीडियोस के लिए, लेकिन मेरे हिंदी परफेक्ट नहीं है और मुझे पता बहुत सारे लोग है इंडिया में जो हिंदी को समझ नहीं आते हैं. इस वजह से मैं हिंदी में बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ क्योंकि दूसरे लैंग्वेजेस है इंडिया में ना, ऐसे नहीं है सारे लोग हिंदी को समझ आते हैं. तो अगर मैं हिंदी में बात करेंगे शायद इंडियंस को भी समझ नहीं आएंगे अगर वो लाइक नॉर्दर्न स्टेट से नहीं है, क्योंकि ज़्यादा नॉर्दर्नर्स हिंदी में बात करते हैं. इस वजह से मैं हिंदी में बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ. मुझे जानते लाइक सारे लोगों को समझ आ सकते हैं, इस वजह से मैं अंग्रेज़ी में बात करता हूँ. लेकिन अगर आप लोगों को चाहिए फिर मैं कोशिश कर सकता हूँ हिंदी बात करने में, लेकिन थोड़ा सा शर्म आ जाता है कैमरा के सामने जब मैं हिंदी में बात कर रहा हूँ. तो इस वजह से मैं कम हिंदी में बात करता हूँ फिर, क्योंकि टूट जाता मेरी हिंदी कैमरा के आगे. तो लेकिन कोशिश तो कर सकता हूँ और मैं एक वीडियो हिंदी में बना सकता हूँ आप लोग के लिए अगर आप लोग को चाहिए. तो ऑलराइट, फिर से मिलेंगे. वाहेगुरु दी कृपा नाल. And I love you guys so much. Hopefully we will meet again soon. And make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up, share it to your friends. And as always, shukriya, dhanyavad, maraming salamat po, terima kasih, kampu ka, shukran, shesheni, arigatou gozaimasu, muchas gracias. And yeah, bye Reynas.